coming at you, Pete.
We're Mean Street, and you're watching Halenville Live with Fruitcake Tony. Woo!
Hey now.
Hey, what's up?
That was quick.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hit the wrong button, but nevertheless, blast
That's all
off.
right.
We're there. Man. All right.
Eddie.
What's happening, fellas?
Eddie,
It's Tuesday night.
Eddie.
It is.
Eddie. Sammy Hater. Look at that. That's funny. Garbage Pail Kid.
I love it. I love it.
So Edvis, Charles Greene, Fruitcake Tony along. We're talking EVH Con.
Yeah.
Tonight. We're a couple days past. I guess the 7th? EVH Con 8th?
8th. Yep.
Okay.
Wasn't Andrew's coverage of that just wonderful?
Fabulous.
Shout out to
Absolutely.
Andrew, man. 5150. You guys kicked ass, man. That was so cool for the community. Very cool.
Except when the back of my head was in the way, right?
I wasn't going to mention that, but
you know what?
No,
It
was priceless.
It got crowded quick, and Bona showed up, and we had to move over a little bit, and I didn't realize I was right in front of the camera.
It happens every EVH Con at some point, I think.
Oh, yeah. I know. It happened last year when I was watching.
If I was there, I would have had a Sharpie, and I'd have gone up behind you and made a little eyes and nose there, because it looked like you had a little mouth back there already.
Hey, come on. Don't pick on the fat guy. Come on.
It was great coverage, though.
Yeah.
It absolutely was. Yeah.
They didn't drop out, did they? At all? I remember last year there was an issue where they dropped out.
No, it was great. They had a couple 2 angles on the stage, and
that's right. They had the other one
that they used. Yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
There was a priceless moment, just to give Shreddy a shout out, because I know you're going to mention him in a little bit. From Everybody Wants Some, there was a moment that I just, I was listening. I came running back up to the computer because I said, that's Shreddy. I could tell. And he was kicking ass at that moment, and it was priceless. It was priceless.
A lot of people did.
Everybody was wonderful. I don't mean to but that moment for him was priceless.
I think the best time for me was the youngsters. Oh my God, it's so great to see these young kids.
From the get-go, it was wonderful.
Yeah. So that stream ran 5.5 hours over there, and
it took a little while to get started, but once it got into gear, man, it was nonstop Van Halen.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
It was cool. Mm-hmm. So you'll find that replay over there on the 5150 show, and the links down below. You can find it there too, and go watch it. But yeah, it was EVH Con 2024 was yeah, it was fabulous to watch as a viewer if you couldn't be there. But some of us could be there. Brendan and Ed, those dudes, they
I
got to go.
I met some fantastic people. I
And
mean, including Brendan, obviously. I mean,
yeah,
I would,
so you guys never met
nope,
until Sunday,
right.
and that's cool. And you got to meet a lot of people there as well.
Yeah, a lot of new
As
people.
well as Brendan.
Yeah,
And by the way, he couldn't be here. He sends his love. He's got to get up very early to take his lovely bride to the aeropuerto, for a
uh,
early flight. And but yeah,
I'm already. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm reading the chat, which I'm sure Charles is too. People are good. People are already like commenting on all kinds of stuff.
That
But
whole ignoring the chat thing may be great for Tony, but for you and me, no.
I'm not ignoring
so
the chat. I'm
let-
trying to get everything off.
so before we really start the show,
You know what I mean.
I just
I
want
know.
to give a shout out to Joe Suma and Greene and Greenwich Music. Unbelievable what he does, and
Very cool. Very cool.
it's fantastic that I was shocked when I looked behind me. There was some tables set up, and there was a couple cases of water, bottled water there, and a couple cases of beer, which I didn't partake in because I had a long drive. So if I knew if I would have started, forget it. But there was all of a sudden there was Coca-Cola there. There was ginger ale. And then a pizza guy shows up with stacks of thin crust New York style pizza.
Right on.
Whole bunch of pizzas all laid out on a table. Who paid for them? It must have been Joe. I mean, and nobody, I was thinking to myself, is there a cover charge? Should I have, I cannot believe the welcome mat that this guy, laid out for everybody. It's just fantastic, and kudos goes to him and everybody else who helped him set up, and it was just a great time.
Great host, excellent,
great excellent host, and very he made everybody feel welcome, and a guy Dave I met who brought the banners in. I don't know his last name, but he helped out, and he brought in the EVH banner that's above the stage, and the other one that you see in the pictures of Eddie when you first walk in. We'll show those, but anyway.
Yeah.
John
EVH Con is a great event, an annual event. It is, it's awesome, and I'm glad you got to go, Ed.
Yeah, I had to make sure that I had some transportation because I don't want to get into all these details, but our vehicle has some issues, so I didn't want to be, it's a 3-hour drive, so I didn't want to have any issues. So I borrowed a vehicle from my mother-in-law, and I drove down, and I was supposed to initially hook up with Shreddy at his place because he's an hour away from me on the way, and something came up in the morning, and I had to give him a message and say, sorry, I can't make it. I'll have to drive all the whole way myself, and sorry we can't get together, but I'll meet you there. So that's what happened with that. But anyway, it was just a fantastic time. I pulled in, and Brendan was waiting for me in the parking lot, and all of a sudden, there's Chris Gill right next to me. He pulled in next to me, and we said hello, and we all went in, and
Right
It was
on.
it was early. And I'm sure you guys saw in the video, there wasn't much going on at first, and people were just kind of talking to each other, and people were practicing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it was a little quiet at first, and
Let's pause right there, Ed.
Sure.
I don't want to dive too deep.
Sure,
We got a lot to talk
I got a lot more to
about.
talk about. Yeah,
We got a lot to show.
I want to hear it all.
So
All of it.
for tonight, though, we did say that there is a surprise special guest.
all right.
Okay. We did say that. At some point in the show, we're gonna pull you some nearly impossible Van Halen trivia. We'll certainly do that later on. And we'll bounce a 71D quarter and $1,000,000 VH bucks your way.
Nice.
We will. We'll show them
Nice.
to you in a little when we approach, but that'll be later on. Let's go to the chat, guys.
Yeah.
And we will proceed. Yeah. And we do have some cool images and some cool video from Evh Con we're going to show tonight. Ed's got some. Brendan sent me some of his that I'll be showing and sharing as we go along. All right, let's open it up. All righty. Okay, hey now. All right. I'm gonna go to the top here.
Oh man, it doesn't read. These guys are on fire tonight.
All right, we're gonna start right there at the top, and there's our Van Halen brother R2 R3 locking nut. What's up, dude? Good to see
Right there,
you.
bro.
What's
Right
up,
behind
R2?
him is Bruce. That's
Bruce.
Mr.
What up,
BHB
Bruce?
Jr.
Bruce.
Yeah,
Come on,
it
man.
is. How about Lars Guitars? Good to see you
Right
again,
on,
Lars.
dude.
Lars. You rock, dude.
Right on, man.
Right there.
All right, let's go on down. Let's slide down the hill. I normally go up the hill, but there's Patty. Hey, Patty Dill. What's up?
Patty Dill.
Right
what's
on,
up?
Patty.
Good to see you, Patty. All righty, and there is Ryan OU812. What's up, dude? Good
Hey,
to see
dude.
you,
All right.
man.
You
Hey, your
rock.
envelope's
Always
in the
a
mail.
pleasure.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Captain of the OU crew over there on YouTube. You know who they are.
Oh yeah.
Of course you do. There is Six Fingered Assault. What's up, man? Good to see
What's
you
up?
again.
Good to see you, Six Fingers. Right
Chuck
on.
Brown. Good to see Chuck.
Right
Chuck.
on, Chuck. Right
Right
on.
on.
What's up, Chuck?
Charles 75N in the house.
Hey, we know that guy.
Charles.
Hey, there's
Hey.
Ed. Who's? Oh, that's that
Hey,
guy.
Charles, this shirt is for you. Look at.
Dude, you can just put that in the mail, brother.
Might be a little big on you though, but
Yeah, there's Josh.
Josh,
What's up,
met you at
Josh?
the
Right on, Josh. Right there, bro.
met you at EVH Con.
Welcome.
Right on.
Good to see you, man. All right, Guitar Man 45, Charles.
Right on, bro. You rock, brother. Right
Christopher Live Sober in the house.
on,
What's
Christopher.
up, dude?
there. Bam, right
The
there.
king.
All right, I'm scrolling down. There's Mr. Mick. What's up, man?
Right on,
see
man.
Mr.
You
Mick.
rock, brother. Right on,
All
man.
right, let's
Glad you got your
scroll
prize
down.
pack.
If you're
Oh,
just
dude.
joining, say hello in the chat. It's Tuesday. This is Halenville Live, KXM Rock, fellas.
Right there, KXM. You rock, guy.
You stayed.
Right
And
on,
there's
brother.
Ronald. Good to see Ronald.
Ronald, what's up?
Right on, Ronald.
There's
Right on, brother.
Mitch.
Bam.
Right on,
Mitch.
Mitch.
Brother Mitch.
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm scrolling down. Let's see who I have. There's Keith Campbell. What's
Right
up,
on, Keith.
What's up, Keith?
Right on, man.
Right on.
You may be
There's
right.
Pops Quentin
Quentin.
effing James in the house.
Quitting with the Dremel.
Yes, sir. Some Valley Schechter.
Hope you
That
didn't
guitar
tap it
is
up.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Just get the
There's
knobs
Kurt
on there.
in the house. Right on, Kurt.
Right
All right,
on,
Kurt. What's up, brother?
You better take a fucking gander here, boy.
That's right.
Right on. Good to see you, Kurt. All right. That's the part of the under the bus crew right
Oh,
there.
fuck yeah.
That's right.
Sorry,
There's
I swore.
Papa Blue.
Pop, it's good
What's
to see
up,
you.
Papa?
I'm
What's
right
up,
there,
dude?
bud.
All
Oh.
right. I'm still scrolling. Okay. Andy Carson in the house. Right on, Andy.
There's the man.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Right on.
Andy was at Evh Con.
Yeah. He had quite the
Was.
weekend, I heard.
Made the trip from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Right on, Andy. Good to see you there too, bro. It was good to see you there. Yeah, I think we have some video of Andy too later on, right, Ed?
Mm-hmm. Yep. John DeShane's in there.
Let's scroll
Right
down.
on, John.
Yeah.
I love you,
There's
man.
John.
Right on,
What's
John.
up, John? Good to see John. And there's Monique in the house. What's up,
Hey,
Monique?
what's up,
Good to
cuz?
see you, ma'am.
Right on.
Yeah.
And there is Patty Deal in the house. What's
Hey,
up, Patty?
Good to see you, Patty. Right
I've
there.
already said her. That's
I
okay,
think
Patty.
you may
Say
have.
Patty twice. It's all good.
I think I saw Charles
Patty
S.
rocks.
Might do it a
Child-
third.
Charles
Exactly
S.
right.
I think is in here.
Who?
Charles S. I thought I saw Charles
Right on,
S.
Charles. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Kareem of Wheat.
Excellent. Right on, Kareem. Very cool.
All right, I'm scrolling down. There's Charlie S. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Good
Charlie
to
S.
see you
Yep.
again, dude.
Right there, Charlie. You're
All
right.
right. I'm scrolling down. I hadn't seen. There's Boner Jams in the house. Part of the
Boner. What's up,
Right
bro?
on,
under
Bonner.
the bus crew over there on YouTube. That's our Wednesday fix right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. Good to see you, bro. Let's see here. All right. Who did you say, Ed?
I saw his name was Kareem of Wheat.
Cream of wheat. That's what I'm looking
Kareem,
for.
like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of
Okay.
Wheat. He's kind of almost a little up from the
Brendan's
bottom.
not here tonight, so Ed, these guys,
it's all right.
he has controls to do these things.
I see Jerry Leica in there. Right on, Jerry.
There's
there, bro.
Jerry. I see Jerry.
Hey,
Right
Jerry.
on.
I'm still looking for cream of wheat.
He had one thing. He said, "Hey, everyone." He's between OU812 and Bona Jams, about 20 from the bottom.
Oh,
You're going to have to go back up.
It's
Yeah.
good to see you, nevertheless.
Anyway,
Right
It's
on, bro.
Tuesday, and we are talking EVH Con. It was 2 days ago Sunday. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And that is in Riverside. Is that right, Ed?
Yeah, Riverside, Greenwich, right along, not far from New York City. Actually, I mean it's way down there.
Yeah. So
mean-
a lot of people who live up there have access to it, and you guys got to meet Brent. You got to meet Brendan. You got to meet other people who were there. Yeah. We're going to talk about all that and more. But so we told you we had a surprise special guest. Let's bring in our surprise
Oh, cool.
special guest. How about it? What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right.
You want me to unlock the door, or you got it?
Unlock. Well, let's see.
You sure you want to let him in?
Let's see what he's. See what's going on back there. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Brendan, when you see this, the green room. Where is he? Where's our guest? He must be walking to the studio.
All right, he's not in there.
Yeah,
All right.
Maybe he's in the getting makeup done.
Lucy. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. We found. There's like a little passageway between the thing though. But yeah. He didn't leave a mess back there, Ed. So
that's good.
All right. So no, but seriously though, our surprise special guest, he was at Evh Con too. This dude he's a part of the Under the Bus crew. We've never had him on the channel here before.
Really?
Well, we haven't. Let's bring him in. Boner Jams in the house tonight. Right on, bro.
Woo! I've just entered hallowed grounds. What's going on, everyone?
What's up, baby?
Boner, it's good to see you, my man.
Oh, no.
I'm not worthy to be with such reputable cats as the sexual icon Chuck Greene. Cakes.
I've been waiting to be on a show with you for a very long time, my brother. We all have.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been this long, but this is a pleasure.
It's an absolute
Right
pleasure.
there, bro. Absolutely.
I got to touch him.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
And,
Rub it in, bro.
He touched
Rub
me.
it in, man.
He touched me first, though.
It's true.
But the first thing I said to Boner when he showed up, great little kid you got there, by the way.
Thank you.
I said, man, you're prettier in person.
Sure, he did say that.
But I was wondering, Boner. Brendan kept saying, "Don't worry, he's on his way. He's on his way." I'm like, "Really? Okay, cool." And he goes, "Yeah, he's taking his kid to baseball." I'm like, "What are they playing Xbox together?" I mean, like, what baseball now?
Yeah.
Like, is it indoor or something?
Yeah, I actually own a baseball facility for a travel baseball program, and he's a
Really?
part of it. Yeah, so it's in East Hartford. It's called Atlantic Coast Performance. A little quick plug for my baseball facility, but yeah. So we're
Nice.
MVP New England is our team. So he had practice that morning, so I went there, dropped him off, did some work. When he finished up, hit some gym, did some Kegels, chest. You know how I roll.
Yeah.
And then rolled down to EVH Con to be with Ed, which was an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man.
And Cheeks, who's the man. Cheeks is a great guy.
Yeah.
Andy Carson, love Andy. So it was great to see him. Mojowski, Mikey Mojo. It was great. You were speaking of a guy named Shreddy. I had no clue who he was until everyone was like, Shreddy. And his chest hair was like a hydra. It was like attacking me. It was great. That dude can play though. That guy can absolutely play.
He can.
That word shreddy doesn't just come by accident. I mean, he's earned it. He's earned it.
Yeah, I'm sort of an Uber fan of Everybody Wants Some. So just like Tony and Charles have Mean Street down there with Jay and those guys. I've got Shreddy up here. So
yeah, you guys aren't missing anything. You got it, guys. Jim Bombas has a wonderful
That's right.
Van Halen cover band as well.
I would love to see them. Halen, Connecticut, Halen CT. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great to see some people. Met Steve Nowicki, super nice dude.
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I met Thrombosis Johnson, which was great. He's such a nice guy. But it's funny because so I said hi to him. He looked at me like I had 3 penises. He had no clue who I was. But he was a super nice guy and very warm and welcoming. So it was cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I felt a little out of place because I'm not, I like Van Halen the least out of everyone there.
Right.
But I like Van Halen, and I was gonna go on stage, play some Slipknot, just kick people out. Would have been great.
That's what
There
I
you
said.
go, bro.
Yeah.
Right
that would
on.
have been that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but Cakes, thanks for having me on. It's great. to be
Yeah,
on with
let
you
me
guys. I really
say,
appreciate
bro,
it.
this is a pleasure, dude. And it was great to see you first at Evh Con. And I'm a fan, man. We watched the Under the Bus on Wednesday, and I've been watching since Metal Wednesday.
I appreciate it. And I know you guys are always there, very supportive. And the thing I really like the most about this community is everyone's very supportive of each other. And I really appreciate it. And I'll speak on behalf of our Under the Bus crew, but it means a lot that you guys are always tuning in, saying hi, being a part of the chat and part of the show. So I just want to say thank you. And everyone who's watching tonight, you guys are all part of it as well. So we really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's great fun, man. Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Wednesday would not be the same.
You guys
That
have
was good.
something unique. You really do. I mean,
Yeah.
you got 4 guys from this community who are all very respected. You guys are all very respected in the community. The fact
Thank
that you all came together in a cohesive unit and you actually
What's up, Randy?
deal with YouTube and you come out and give us what you give us, it's fresh. It's brilliant. It's really
Thanks.
brilliant.
It is a lot
A
of fun.
quick shout out though to your little side deal you do with AJ Good from the House of Masks.
Thanks.
It's unique to YouTube as well. It is. It's your fresh ground
Thank
right
you.
there. And you're reaching out to a whole couple of different generations at this point. 62 years old, and I'm watching stuff, and I know there's kids who are 17 years old watching that same show. So just a shout out, bro. It's really special. It really
Thank
is.
you. That means a lot. And Charles, you're one of my favorite YouTube people of all time. I just wanted you to know that. Like I tell Kurt, Jay, they all know that.
I don't have to say why, but anyway, I love the hell out of you guys, man. I really do.
You're super positive, and it's just you're warm. It's weird. I don't know how to say it without sounding like a weirdo, but when you're on, it's very inviting, and I don't know, man. You're a great person, so it's truly an honor to see you and talk with you. So thank you.
You know, we're all here for fun. This is for fun.
Yep.
And I was talking with Kurt about it, and I talked to these boys up here about the same thing all the time. Positive energy coming from this show, that show, cohesive, intertwining. It's powerful. It's real. It's good all the time. The fact, a little shout out to OU812, Ryan, the fact that him and R2 and Trev and John can get together and have these jams with a guitar community that is literally expanding before our eyes week to week. More and more guys are getting involved. I've never been part of anything quite that special. And I've been watching YouTube a long time, dealing with a lot of different people on YouTube. And I got to tell you guys, it is priceless for all of us. So it's a good time for YouTube. This next year ought to be brilliant. It really should.
It'd be great.
Everyone has a man crush on Charles. That's all I got to say, man.
Please no.
You know.
I love you guys.
No, but definitely EVH Con. It was great just to see everyone, to meet people in person, and the love that people have for Eddie Van Halen is, I know, second to none. And I think it's really cool, and it's all different ages. You had little kids playing "I'll Wait," a little kid on the keyboard.
I know.
He was unbelievable.
Kid was nasty, and then you have Shreddy, the Hydra. He was just getting nasty. It was great.
Yeah. Well, it's cool up there. What you got up there in the Northeast is a core of guys, Joe and John Conklin, Jimmy Vombus, all these guys, Pete, Rob Johnson, they've
Yep.
all are there every year and involved and help Joe.
Yep.
And
And
yeah.
Louis, he was unbelievable too. And Steve Nowicki, and there was another kid. I think he's 13 or 14 years old. Dave Russo, I want to say. What's his name? Young kid, long straight hair. Anyway, he's in some of the pictures and whatnot, but he unbelievable
I saw him play.
guitar player.
I saw him playing.
Yeah, and
Man, I mean,
it's
these
unbelievable, isn't
kids.
it? It's unbelievable.
The drummer Tanner,
Yes, he played
did
the entire time.
the whole time he was up on the stage the whole time. He
The
was
whole time.
he was great. Good for
And his
Tanner.
socks.
His socks
Yeah.
and his thong. It was weird, but
Yeah, well,
he
yeah,
did a
it's
great
all right.
job with it. Though.
Oh, is that why you stood behind him?
Yeah, yes. I had to move a couple amps to get a good view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was just looking here in the chat. John Conklin. My goodness, man. We are in a serious community of Van Halen lovers, and the fact that you
Jealous.
guys got to go up there, I'm so jealous. I said this last year. I'm going to say it again this year because it's going to happen. Me and Tony need to get our butt up there and interact with you guys. We need to do this. It's important that we do this.
And
It's
make a
something that's
weekend
getting
of
more
it.
and more. Exactly.
Hang out on Saturday, go out to dinner, you know. The unfortunate thing about this whole thing is you're standing there and it's loud music and you don't get to talk too much.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking to myself, all the people around me, Boner included, and I'm like, I wish I would have been able to just hang out with these guys beforehand and
Yeah.
had lunch together and got to know them personally a little more. You know, we only got to do a little chit chat. You know, we didn't get to really know each other. But I think
There's
it
a
would have
couple-
been fantastic if we got to spend some time together.
Yeah, there was a couple of people docking, which was a treat to watch. But yeah, it was really nice to talk with everybody.
Let me ask you guys this. Where do we know? And as soon I was watching the live broadcast of it, when the drummer got up there, how do we know this guy? I know this drummer.
You're friends
What
with
is
him,
his name?
Tanner.
Jordan, like Yordan or Jordan. I don't know if it's a Y sounds like a J if he's Latino.
Yeah.
So it'd be Tanner Jordan, if I may.
I don't know how do we know him? Does he drum for somebody? I know the face. And
I think you follow him on OnlyFans. Yeah, if you want to check that out. So he's really, really good guy. He did a great job.
yeah, he did.
Tanner Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we drinking tonight? Are you drinking a Corona in dead winter right now?
I'm
Come on.
drinking.
Maybe.
Come on, bro.
Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't stop after summer. I just kept. Usually I do Sam Adams in the winter, but for some reason this year it's different. But
I have an issue with Sam Adams. Did I ever tell you guys about how I wrote a letter to Sam Adams?
no.
Do tell.
So this is a little off topic, clearly, since we're talking about alcoholic consumption right now as opposed to Evh Con. But I love Sam Adams. Big fan here in the Northeast, right? Love it. I love the Patriot. I love the Sons of Liberty, Sam Adams. I love the beer. I love everything about Sam Adams. Anyway, I have an issue where beer companies will put out their seasonal ales and they rush the shit out of it. So it was literally the winter solstice, the first day of winter. I went to the store and I was like, I'm gonna get a winter lager. Wrong. It was Cold Snap. It was the spring ale. It was already out. I'm like,
What?
This is ridiculous. Like, stop the insanity. Get Susan Powder on the line. I sent a letter to Sam Adams saying, hey, it's December 21st. And I took a picture. And I'm like, you have Cold Snap out. Like, can I enjoy winter lager in winter? That would be just a novel idea. And you know what response I got?
What?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Not a case of no.
No,
well, that's
it was,
just wrong.
but I wasn't seriously like upset, but I was more like, just annoyed. So I just made it amusing because
It's
if I
like
really get that up, I'm sorry.
It's like stores rushing the holidays. Same thing.
It's crazy. So I don't know. I find that amusing. But the only cool thing about that is when you have Oktoberfest is out and it's August, and I'll see it and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and I get the tingles and the jingles down there because I know the fall's coming. But I can't have an Oktoberfest when it's 92 degrees out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Right.
it's not right.
A pumpkin
not
beer,
right.
right? It's just not right. So sorry about that.
That's awesome, man. I've
All
known
right.
a couple of Sam Adams fans in my years. You're a bunch, guys. You're a bunch. Sam Adams is great beer.
It is.
Never
It
really
is.
been my thing, but I've had a couple of friends who were into it, kind of like you. It's a little over the top, though, bro. I'm kidding. I'm giving you shit.
That's all.
Where
Oh,
are
good.
you at up there, Boner?
So I'm in Simsbury, Connecticut. So I'm about 25 minutes north of Hartford. And to get to the Mass line from here is about 20 minutes. So I'm right in between Massachusetts and Hartford.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why you go to
Gotcha.
Springfield for stuff and whatnot.
Or I'll go to Mohegan Sun, which is about 45 minutes
Yeah.
south of here. So it's a pretty cool spot. Or if I need to get to Boston, it's an hour and a half. New York City's an hour and a half. So it's a pretty convenient spot.
That's a great
Yeah.
central
Nice,
location.
dude.
It is. It is. I love Connecticut. It's great.
A lot of my family grew up in Putnam
Okay.
and Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's out there. That's right near Rhode Island.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm. That's cool.
What a drive, though, man! I going down 91 and 95 and 15 and geez.
Yeah.
Man,
How long did it take you?
that-
3 hours?
Yeah, 3. Yep.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, I left around. I left around 9 and got there at noontime. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, you guys got to come up. Chuck Verde, cakes. You got a spot you can come stay with me.
Right on, man.
We'll go down. It'll be a good time. We got to get Kurt out here next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
So guys,
I'm
when
looking forward to it.
at Evh Con, we had some years the coverage of various stuff from Evh Con is roving, and you can see a lot of different angles of the room, different guitars and stuff. But this year it was a sensational view, but it was stationary. But what were the guitars like? Did you guys bring any? Were the people that did they bring one or two or what?
Sometimes more. Yeah. I was standing near the front door at one point, and Steve Nowicki walked in, and he had, I think it was a 5150 in front of him, and then strapped around his back, hanging down like a gunslinger, he had a hot for teacher.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, he just took the hot for teacher off, and he handed it to me. He goes, "Dude, check this out." And I was like, "What?" It was totally relict and beautiful. I mean, what a guitar! He's like, "Yeah, man, I just had it done, and amazing, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is fucking awesome." I never met the guy, and he just hands me his hot for teacher guitar.
Those
And
are
I'm
the most custom EVH guitars, I would say, that group on the planet Earth. I don't think you could get other than actually having the real Frankie in your hands.
Yeah.
And those guitars those guys have certainly play as good as that, if not maybe better.
And they're as close to the original. Yeah, they're as close to the original as you can get. These guys, I mean, the paint and so forth. And Brendan came over, and we started talking, and I handed it to him, and he's like, "Who's this belong to? what am I doing?"
It's like a baby. Hand it out like a child. Like
and you gotta be careful. You don't want to drop it. And
you don't want to drop a baby.
God damn.
I saw on Facebook, God, I can't remember who posted it. oh God, I wish I could. One of Eddie Van Halen's 5150s.
Yeah, there was a bunch
had
of
that there.
5150 replicas there. Rob Johnson brought some nice ones. He brought the double neck
He brought that
Um,
snake guitar too.
and the snake.
that
Yep, that
snake.
was
That
Yeah.
guitar is the shit. That is cool.
yes. I have a picture of that one hanging on the wall.
Right on.
Um,
You guys stay the whole time?
yeah, we were in the final picture, and I think they ended up, probably cleaning up after that, right, Boner, or did
Yeah.
you stay longer than me?
No, I hung out with Chris from 5150. Fair Warning, love him. What
Yep.
a sweet guy he is. And yeah, so that was it, because you left right at the very end, so you didn't miss much. A couple bathroom breaks, it was good.
And you got to meet Chris Gill too, Boner?
I did not. The Gandalf himself. That's what Caleb
Yeah.
was referring to himself.
Yeah.
I did not meet him. I saw him from afar. I waved to him. He blew a kiss to me. But yeah, it was cool to see some people that it's like, you see a celebrity on TV that you've seen. So some of these guys you've seen on YouTube, you're like, oh my God, I know that guy.
Right.
It's
That
pretty
is
cool.
so cool.
It was.
Right. Yep.
But there was some amazing guitar playing there, just great musicianship, really nice people. Everyone was very warm, which is cool. That's my favorite thing about the Van Halen community. Everyone is super warm and friendly, and it was cool. You guys have to come. It's great.
Yeah,
it's
man.
so much fun.
We'll do.
Yeah.
We'll do.
We've had our eyes on it for a couple years, and we've spoken about it here on. I think we went live a couple of years ago up there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have. But yeah, we love watching the coverage every year of Evh Con. Let me show you guys something here that. So our friend Andy Carson made the trip from Chattanooga to Evh Con, and he got up and played too.
You did.
Brendan, who couldn't be here tonight, sent me a couple of things, and let me show you.
I think I have a video of Andy playing as well. Andy did an amazing job. So I'll just say this real fast. Andy hasn't played in a couple of weeks, he said. He didn't warm up, nothing. Just went on stage and started playing. That's some balls. So, Andy.
You got that right.
Yeah. Great job, my man.
That's why he's a firefighter.
It's true.
Station 5 strong, baby.
There he is. So he we were waiting for him as well as Boner, and I'm like he must have partied too hard last night or whatever. Who knows. And Brendan said, well, he's going to be here. He's going to be here. And we were standing at the end of the counter, and there's a lot of people in front of the counter. So I guess Andy, when he walked in, he snuck behind the counter and came up right behind us. And all of a sudden I felt somebody goose me. I'm like, what was that? And I turned around, it's Andy Carson. He goosed both of us because Brendan and I both jumped. I was like, what the hell is that? And what a down-to-earth, amazing person, man. It was so much fun having him around, and he's just salt of the earth, cool guy. And I like I said about you, Boner, and everybody else. I would love to just hang out and have a few beers and just get to know everybody, because when the music's playing and stuff, you don't get to really talk too much, and you're just standing there next to each other pretty most of the time.
Right.
But
let's watch a little bit of Andy in action. You want to?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
He did an amazing job again for not playing for a couple weeks.
Yeah, he was
Cold
right on.
out. He's not used to the tundra up here in
Mhm.
Connecticut, and his fingers were moving. God bless him. He did an
Probably
amazing job.
hungover, right, Andy?
Yeah, he had went to the strip club. He was telling me all about it.
Awesome. That is awesome, bro. Right on, Andy. That was so cool.
Yeah.
And the one thing too, if I can mention, if you guys saw that video, to the left of the screen was Mikey Mojo.
Mhm.
Mikey Mojo was so pumped for Andy. That's the thing I love about this community. He was so
Yeah.
excited for him to be on stage playing, was all into it, recorded it for him. Mikey Mojo was the man. So if he's here, I'm not looking at my phone right now or whatever. Everyone say hi to him. He's such a great guy. So,
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on, Mikey.
yeah.
Let's
That was
watch
cool.
a little bit of Mikey Mojo. You want?
Yeah, I was going to say his
Yeah.
energy from
Yeah.
EVH Con was over the top.
Yeah.
Let me go back and
Such a
hang on.
positive guy, man. He
Yeah.
was awesome. Always happy.
All right. What? No.
Happy to meet you. Happy to talk to you. Everything.
All right.
Right on.
Let's see here. Oh my goodness.
Look at that handsome fellow right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. The cool shades on.
All right. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh,
That's not it, right?
that's
no,
us.
that's not.
was it right
Here it
below
is.
us?
Here we go.
There he is.
Yeah.
You can hear that, all right?
Yep.
With the UTB hat on.
I was just going to say that, brother.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. You did a great job.
That was
did.
cool.
Out of love.
I'm so bummed I didn't get to go this year.
Well, there's always next year, Chuck.
Yes, there is, guys. Yes, there is.
And lots of times they play, deep tracks too. They don't just play. I mean, obviously we heard Jump in Panama and Mean Street and
Running to the
Unchained
devil.
right, yeah.
But you didn't
Run-
hear a lot of the same
Running
thing
with
twice.
the
Yeah, I
You
heard
did it on
one
purpose.
song twice. That was it. The whole time. So that was cool. Yeah. They
Yeah,
mixed it
Dirty
up.
Movies. I think Conklin played Dirty Movies.
Yeah.
But I love the end, that kid playing I'll Wait, because that's my favorite Van Halen song.
Oh yeah,
I think that song is amazing.
I gave that kid some picks. He was like,
Oh, did
he's
he?
like, what? Oh, cool, thank you. He, because his father told me that he bought him a bass and he's starting to learn bass.
That's cool.
So
Nice.
and it's
Yeah. Joe sang all those songs from the
He did.
side. Yeah. But there was also a lady who came in that
She
sang
was
4 or
great.
5 songs. She was. Yeah.
her fiance was the bass player during the songs.
Okay.
That
Which
guy
bass
standing
player?
next to her. He wasn't a tall guy. He was about her height, and
It's blown out that bottom end. You did a
I
great
don't know
job.
I don't know his name. But he kind of
I remember.
he didn't force her to. He told me, he goes, yeah, we I asked her to come down here, and she didn't really want to go, but I kind of coerced her to come down, and I gave her my shirt to wear, and she was wearing his shirt, and I guess she she has her own album out or something, and
wow.
she's a professional singer, and she kind of looked like a rocker to me, like she was in the industry somehow. I could tell, you know.
She can
But
sing like hell, and she knew all those Van Halen lyrics by
yeah, she
heart
sang.
too, baby.
Yeah, she sang Right Now and a lot of Sammy songs to get that high register, you know.
Yeah,
I think it's just outstanding.
yeah.
I think
I
see
enjoyed
that.
watching it. I did, you know. And it was great to see you guys too there.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And Andy and Mikey and everybody. Um, but you know, like I say, us the viewer of it, and we appreciate the live stream, but it was a stationary view of the stage. It was fantastic view, but we didn't get to see all of the goings on and ultimately all of the guests who were there. So Ed's got a bunch of pictures and stuff too that he can show of
yeah. I've got
some of the guests and all.
I've got some here. So let me just say that the stack that was there, the Eventide harmonizer that was there was from 5150, I guess. What I'm showing right now is when I first got there, it was just let me hold on, let me try to set this up. It's kind of hard to. I'm trying to get the focus in.
There you go.
Yeah, a lot of people brought a ton of guitars there.
Yeah.
Was,
So all those guitars, are those just people who came to EVH Con who hung them up there to keep
Yeah,
them
what
there?
they do is they show up and Joe leaves a whole bunch of hooks open so that they can, you know, hang them up.
My goodness.
There's the kid playing. I think he was
Yeah.
A
playing
little
jump.
closer, Ed. Go
I think he
close.
was-
It'll focus.
I think he was playing jump at the time.
There we
Yeah.
are.
And that's his dad. I forget his name. Oops, sorry. Let me go back the other way.
I just call him Dad.
Hold on.
Nice going, Dad.
The cool thing was, obviously, these people are not jamming together prior to or rehearsing or anything, and everyone sounded
No.
great. You know, that's super impressive.
All right, Ed.
I'm trying here. It's a little difficult to. All right, there's Shreddy with the kid.
Yep.
Go sideways, bro. There you go.
That dude Shreddy is an animal on the guitar, by the way.
Yeah.
So good.
So there's the banner. I hope I'm going the right way. Here's Brendan's stuff. He brought a couple of cigar box guitars.
He did.
Plus a couple of shovel guitars and his little amp. He was hoping that one of the guitar players was going to bring one of those up on stage and start playing it, but I don't think anybody wanted to. Oh, sorry. That was the front of the case of the stack. You know, the amps and stuff. Nice Van Halen logo, and there's the setup.
Shit.
So that blue.
Wow.
That blue Eventide right there that you see on the right in the middle, that's the one that was from 5150, I guess. And this is supposedly an exact setup of what Eddie had on the 95 Balance Tour. So, and there was a guy there who was kind of handling it and keeping an eye on things. I don't know his name. I didn't really talk to him. But anyway.
Steve-O, what's up?
There's Louis Costa sitting there with Dallas Russo is the kid on the left. I mispronounced. I said his name was Dave, but it's Dallas. And this is just kind of when we were. You see Chris Gill in the background. This is when the pizza showed up, and people started to congregate and eat pizza and talk a little bit. And there's.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Oh, my goodness.
Gary Delabonte with Steve Nowicki. He was there to see Steve play, and he was totally impressed.
Dude, Steve's
Yeah.
got some.
Steve
chops.
was, he was unreal.
He got up there a couple times.
Here's a video of, I don't know who's playing there. Joe Suma's playing. That's at first he played Panama.
Yeah.
I forget the bass player's name, but and there's Joe. He's trying to tune the guitar that Rob brought, and he couldn't tune it right. And then they pointed out that at the bottom of the guitar there's also some knobs or something that you could adjust, but it didn't work out. So he ended up not playing it. So Rob Johnson took it back, and Joe
All right.
played another guitar.
And he smashed it.
So yeah, that's what I said to Brendan. I said, and he should just throw it down on stage. But this guy Dave that I was speaking to, he got this guitar from another guy named Dave. Actually, he didn't. It wasn't addressed to him, but I guess this is an acoustic guitar that was signed by Eddie in 1986.
Wow.
That he showed me. So anyway, yeah, there's
right.
I've got more pictures.
All right.
But yeah, it was very unbelievable. Good time.
In the chat, new name. I hope I don't mispronounce this. Denise O. Did I say that right?
We did.
Welcome to Halenville. Right on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Very cool.
Right on.
I wonder if that was that the girl that was singing?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Pronounce
Right on. Yes,
Right
we
on.
enjoyed your singing. Cool.
I didn't catch her name.
I think it's Denise.
Obviously,
That's
it
right.
says that. I meant I didn't catch her name there, Boner.
Oh.
No,
I didn't talk to her. I talked to her fiance.
this
but,
this Denise is not the Denise that you were talking about.
Oh.
The girl who was
Oh.
singing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
it's
good.
not her. Okay.
The girl, Keith Campbell says the girl's name was Carly, who was singing you guys.
Gotcha.
Right on.
Ah.
Very
Okay.
cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Keith motherfucking Campbell. What's going on, Keith?
Nice to meet you, Denise.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on, Denise.
It is
Very
nice to
cool.
meet you.
Very cool.
I'll
Man.
check those out. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Right on. All right. So, Boner,
Yes, sir.
let's indulge. Let's let the kids run to the fridge real quick, and let's indulge in some trivia.
Oh, you want me to stay on for this? Is this okay?
Absolutely, bro.
Thank you.
Well,
Don't
I
answer it.
hadn't shown him the question. It's a Van Halen question.
John DeShane, you can go poop, right?
Might be
Yeah,
kind
go
of
poop.
hard too.
Bring us with you, John.
Yeah.
Love you, John
Yep.
DeShane.
I've been saving this one for a couple of weeks now. Ed, that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least.
Yeah. All right. So we call it Nearly Impossible Van Halen Trivia. We do it every week. This week is no exception. We're going to reach in here and we're going to fetch you out a 1971 D quarter. You can
Quarter.
Right on.
use it or you can put it in your collection. Right there. And we'll spot you $1 million VH bucks. You got one of those sitting there, Ed, to show them?
Absolutely.
It'll look like that. Mm-hmm. Spend it wisely.
At VH store, right? No.
That's it.
I don't think Houseman will accept it, but you can
Hi-
try.
Hide it in your mattress. That's right. All right. So the first correct answer that we see, you type, we're going to ask, I'm going to ask you this question on the screen, and you're going to type over in the chat, and the first correct answer that we see is the winner. And when we send that out, we'll also include some really cool other guitar picks that might look like this. They might have an image like that. You might see an image of Charles Greene on the back of one. You might see an image of Ed on the back of one. You might see Brendan. That's right. No telling what is going to be in that envelope. Man,
Oh, there it
I
is.
put all that stuff and other new stuff. Sometimes I put stuff in there I shouldn't.
Like Anthrax when he sent it to me that one time. Which is an
Nice.
absolute treat. Thank you.
Oh, I
It was
did.
all in good
That's
fun.
where that went. That's where that went.
He was looking for that.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah. All right. So everyone, good luck.
Good luck, you guys. Right on.
Thanks for playing along. This is nearly impossible Van Halen trivia. If you're new here, subscribe here. We talk Van Halen and Mammoth WVH every Tuesday, 9 p.m. right here, me and these fellas. We'll do it again next week. We did it last week. So welcome. Let's play. All right. Here we go. First correct. That we see. All right. Pete Angelus met David Lee Roth at the Whiskey in 1976. What was so alarming to Pete the first time he walked in Dave's kitchen?
I know it. I don't want to say it because it would just be wrong. I'm going to type it.
You can win here too tonight, bro.
You know it, Mona?
So I think
type
what was
it
so
right on in
alarming.
the chat too.
I'm just gonna guess. I'm throwing it out real quick. What was so alarming to Pete the first time he walked into Dave's kitchen? Dave cooks naked.
Dave
That was what was alarming.
Not
Not
he
quite.
may, but I don't think that was that's not the correct answer. And that's not the
cockroaches.
correct answer either.
Bag of Coke.
All
No.
right.
Pickles. No.
All right. Let me keep an eye on this.
Good answer, Monique. Good answer.
That's a tough one.
Oh yeah.
Nearly impossible.
This might be
You
a
might
no
win.
go. Yeah. I might get the win tonight.
That's a good guess, Andy. Full of Jack Daniels. Oh man, really? Cabo Wabo tequila. Can you imagine?
No, it's a lot of good answers in there, but no correct so far.
Brown M&Ms.
Either you've heard this story or you have not.
Nice one, Boner. That's a possibility too. I mean, he hung around with a lot of little people. Wow.
I Gretch.
So Ed, you know the answer.
Yeah.
You and Charles know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ed, is anyone even remotely close to the answer?
No.
No.
No. All right, so we got to put our thinking caps on.
Pick up Val. Oh man.
So you got to go way back in history. Way back in Van Halen history.
I don't know, tea cakes. This is not looking good.
It's a really hard question.
Charles, did you know before?
No, I didn't. I didn't. It's a very hard question.
Great answers, though. Though.
Tony, I love your trivia, man. Especially Saturday nights. You do a great job.
Thank you, bro.
It's a lot of fun.
I
It is.
And he's
enjoy
so
it.
consistent. There's a lot of questions, 10 every week, and they're good.
And they're
I
good.
enjoy writing them.
Yeah, you do a great job setting it up.
It was fun when I was in the chat, and it's just as much fun sitting here and not being able to play, but it's still fun.
I really enjoy it because I might
learned
be
a lot.
out with people, and I'll
Yeah.
be out somewhere at a restaurant, and I'll just have the phone next to me, and I'm doing it with you guys. So I know it's good because I don't care where I am. I'm checking it out.
Hey, I know
That's a
he's
good
not
answer
he's
right
not here
there.
tonight, but Butt Cheeks, this is for you, brother.
Love butt cheeks.
And see, it catches the cap. This is a magnet back there.
Hold that up again, Ed.
Excellent.
I put
Now,
he sent
if
me
you
the
had 'em-
stickers, so I put his ass up there so I can open my bottles in his ass.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
you
there you
wanted to catch the bottle caps in his ass.
No, they drop down from there.
Oh,
Get it?
I get it
Ah,
now.
okay.
All right. One of them. Okay. See you, Bo. Good
Right
to
on,
see
Bo.
you,
You
bro.
rock. We'll see you later, bro.
All right. I don't think anyone's going to get it, but I do like the answer.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God, Kurt.
Dave's Kitchen,
Kind of wonder about you.
not the kitchen at the whiskey.
Kurt's the best. Well done, Kurt.
Kurt!
Kurt.
Right on.
Tattoos making breakfast. Nope.
Man,
Yeah,
I love
it's-
you guys' show.
This is an impossible one, I guess.
All right. Okay, so you Van Halen kids, you kids are tough. Boner,
Yeah.
you know the Van Halen kids know they're Van Halen. I can't write these Tuesday questions hard enough, but sometimes
Yeah.
I
You win.
succeed about every
Yeah.
6 weeks or 8 weeks or so.
Love it.
Seems
If you-
like.
If you
Yeah,
can
there's-
beat Sova and Keith Campbell and Andy
Ryan.
Carson and Ryan, I mean, god damn.
Well-
Don't forget about Randy Price. He knows this shit too.
Oh, Randy Price.
Randy,
yeah,
yeah.
right.
He's always a serious contender.
But
Yeah,
next
always.
week I'll most likely go soft again, and there'll be 5 people that get it right off the bat.
Yep.
All right, so give one more good guess at it, and I'll reveal the answer, and that'll be that. All right, so what was so alarming, you know,
Does it matter what time of day it was or no?
doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's say he was making breakfast at night. Okay. I don't know.
That was probably the nearest answer yet,
Oh wow.
wasn't it, guys?
In the ballpark.
It was
It's getting there.
probably the nearest answer yet.
What is there? Was he
It was
making an
the-
omelet?
It was
Like
in
a-
the same
that's
universe,
funny.
but no one else has gotten even in that. So yeah,
Oh,
but I'm not seeing it. But so all right. So when Pete, now you have to. This is Dave's parents' place.
yep.
Okay, Dave's a young guy, little rambunctious maybe at the time, but so let me find the answer. All right. So when Pete walked in Dave's kitchen and met him, went to his house for the first time, the words "no milk" were spray painted on the kitchen cabinets.
That is so weird.
Why? Because he got sick of saying there's no milk.
I thought it was
There's
lactose
never any
intolerant.
milk.
Yeah, right.
Man, that is really specific. If anyone got that right, I would have been
Yeah,
shocked.
you're the biggest nerd.
Yeah.
You got him, Tony.
You got him.
Well done,
Yep.
Tony.
Either you heard
You
it
got him.
or you didn't.
They won't
Doesn't
forget it now.
It doesn't happen often, but
Yeah. I can't reveal my source though, but I think honestly I will since I opened my big mouth.
Boner told you that.
No, I
Oh,
think I got this from the Noah Monk book
oh.
or either the Renoff book. One of the two.
Well, you
One of the
you
two.
have the whole library, so
Yeah.
I don't remember reading that in the No Monk book. I'm so sorry. I don't remember reading that in the Renoff book. That's from the No Monk book, I believe.
probably
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
I
so
think that's
obscure.
where that came from. Yeah.
Right on, it. Right on, man. Very
All
cool.
right. So yeah, I guess I'm the.
I don't like it when
winners.
people in the chat don't win, though. I never.
I don't like it neither, though. But
Yeah.
I have to keep it on the. I have to. It's nearly impossible Van Halen trivia. So sometimes and it never fails. About every 6 weeks or so, nobody gets it.
oh man.
Jay Santiago in the chat.
Jay,
What's
what's
up,
up,
Jay?
Jay?
What's up, Jay?
Right
Well,
on.
Well, I have to run, guys. My daughter has a test tomorrow, and I promised her I would quiz her before she goes to bed, and so she's upstairs.
All right, man.
But
Right on, bro.
But I
Thank you, Boner.
just wanted to
Thank
say
you.
one quick thing, if I may have a second. I don't really
Sure.
have an opportunity to say this with Jay, Caleb, or Kurt on the show, but I really enjoy Under the Bus with those guys. They're fantastic. I can't say it on the show because they'll make fun of me and throw me under the bus. But Jay, is like my brother. He and I are super close. Caleb is a phenomenal guitarist, great guy. And Kurt is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. He's such a good person. And so to do that and to be a part of this community with you guys and call you guys friends. And Tony, you're doing a great job, man. I really think you're doing amazing. I enjoy watching your shows. I love you guys. Everyone in the chat, you guys are great. It's just super positive. We joke around, we bust each other's balls, but it's all fun and love. And I'd just be remiss if I didn't get to say that. And Ryan's show, same thing too. And yeah, so I really enjoy doing all this stuff with you guys. I love you guys. You guys are great. And I just want to thank you for always being a part of my week. So just want to say that.
Likewise, bro.
Love you
We
too.
enjoy it too, man.
Thanks.
It was great to meet you, Boner.
Yeah, you too, man. It was great to see you.
One
Yeah.
last
Be well,
thing,
man.
dude.
Yeah,
Thank
bro.
Be well,
Dude,
brother. Love you.
thanks so much for being here. But when is your next monthly live stream?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yours.
with AJ and Xander.
Yeah.
Yeah, B's company. We're I guess I'll do it on this show. I'll let you guys know. We have the drummer from the Black Dahlia murder who's going to come on as a guest
Really?
on our next show, which should be an absolute treat.
That's gonna be huge, bro.
It's going to be pretty cool. So the one thing that my 2024 goal was to add a little more to what we're doing with more interviews and stuff like that. So I'm really pumped for that. So we're going to do that at some point in early February. We're just waiting because Xander is going to Nam, Vietnam, this weekend. So he won't be around because he'll be in Nam. And so AJ is good to go. So I probably maybe next week, maybe next Friday, we might. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for asking. And,
All right.
you know, if you guys haven't checked out Xander XRC, please do so. He's an amazing guitarist and just a sweet guy. And AJ is a man. He does a lot of cool stuff. House of Masks. So when you guys get a chance, check that out. So, and then I'm going to do it for you, Tony. If you guys are watching, you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Subscribe. And Tony, Fruitcake Tony's the man. Love you guys.
Thank you,
so
Boner.
much.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Right on.
Have a good night.
You
See
too,
everyone
brother.
tomorrow. And again, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
We appreciate
Be well,
it, man.
bro.
We'll see you tomorrow, dude.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Have a
Thanks,
great night,
man.
guys.
You
See you,
too.
bro. Nice.
Great guy. Love that
Boner
guy.
Jams.
And he
Right
is
on.
just as nice and humble in person.
Absolutely. Great to see him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've never had him on.
No?
I'm
Yeah,
surprised. Wow.
I know. We've had the rest of them under the bus guys, but never Boner. But
Have
yeah,
we had Caleb on? I don't think we've had Caleb on, have we?
I think he participated in one of the earlier
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
guitar
In the
show,
very beginning.
5150
You're absolutely
show.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry, Caleb.
Yeah. But but still he was at EVH Con though, so and it occurred to me that well, let's get Boner to join us tonight. So yeah, I'm glad he was able to. That was fun, bro.
See,
That
these
was fun.
moments, right, just like this, you know, we wait for EVH Con to get here. It gets here. We absorb it. And then we're going to be talking about this for months. You know, it's that special to us.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why it didn't happen in November, but I thought maybe something happened and they discontinued it, or it was certain invites only or something like that. But all of a sudden I saw Joe, you know, say, "Hey, Eddie heads or Ed heads, whatever. Here it comes. Here's the date," and little video and kind of cool, and there you go.
You're so fortunate. You were so fortunate you went there and you have these memories now with Brennan.
Yeah,
and Boner
it was
and
fantastic.
everybody who was there.
Not a big place, you know, intimate. And I don't know if they're ever going to do it anyplace else. Maybe if it gets too big at some point,
Well,
maybe they'll think about it.
Let me ask you this, Ed.
I'd pay to go to another place to do it if they did. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Brendan's gone a couple of years. Have you gone in the past before?
No, first time.
First time, okay.
Virgin.
There is a lot of history. That's a wonderful event. I'm glad Joe does that. There is a core of guys, Shreddy, you know, Rob Johnson, Pete.
Yep.
All these guys have been a part, and others, many who names I'm not mentioning.
Let's not forget David Nesdall. Rest in peace.
Dave.
That's
right there.
what I was kind of leading up to there, Charles.
Sorry, Tony.
A lot of
I didn't mean to
history.
do that.
Yeah, there was a lot of history there, and every EVH Con, you know, you look forward to seeing these people that you know, these great Van Halen fans, and you know those core guys up there in the Northeast near you, Ed, and it's always such a treat. It is, but as Charles said, the one thing that was on my mind as I was watching that live stream was the absence of our friend David Nesdall.
And I have become very accustomed to seeing Lenny Lou and Janice Lala there as well. I know I saw Janice was doing some posting, contemplating whether or not she was going to go. I guess she ended up not going.
Yeah, there
Right.
wasn't many ladies there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few.
But I
This
always used to love when Lenny and Janice and Dave, you'd see a group photo with them all together,
Yeah.
and just
this
priceless.
photo is from a EVH Con of past.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah.
And that right there is the reason we need to go to an EVH Con, Tony. That right there's why.
Yeah. Did weather? Do you think weather up there play a part at all in anyone
It
not
was
coming?
a beautiful day. It was sunny out. It was. I mentioned that to Brendan when I got there. I said, "Wow, great day to travel." And it was cold out, but it was sunny and bright and not a cloud in the sky. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
So I don't think that had anything to
Excellent.
do with it. Some people, are under the weather as far as sicknesses go and whatnot. And I was hoping to meet a lady named Suzanne, who runs a Facebook page on Van Halen. Keith knows who I'm talking about, but she wasn't feeling good, and yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know if Holly Lewis ever attended or.
I don't know.
But I know Janice did, and
And Kurt's been there. Kurt
Yeah.
5150.
and Kurt's
Yeah.
been there. Yep, and
Keith.
Lenny and
Polly Walnuts, they went last
Polly.
year.
Yep,
That's right.
Polly,
That's
yep.
right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe Keith
Yeah.
and Polly traveled together. I think Keith picked them up
Yeah.
at the barge at the ferry or whatever.
Last year. Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
year, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right on. Very cool.
Well,
So
Ed, I'm glad that you got to go, bro. I'm glad that Brendan and you got to meet.
that was great, man.
We all spend a lot of time here, in the room, but for you guys to get to meet in real life and hang out, that's priceless, dude.
Yeah, I just like I
It's a
said,
shame
I just
that all of us don't live. Charles and me have met a few times and gone on to shows, but
Mhm.
it's a shame that all of us can't get together at least once a year like that. It's a wonderful thing, though.
Yeah, the internet brings us all together from all over the world. I mean, we get people from Australia and stuff. We all just can see each other on screen. But yeah, it's extra special when you can meet somebody in person that you've been talking to and been involved with.
Yeah,
Whether it's just in a chat or whether it's a video like we're doing right now or whatever. It's fantastic to meet them in person and give them a big hug and love you brother kind of thing and hang
Yeah.
out and just chit chat and whatnot. But like I said, I wish I could have spent more time with people that I met. But
Yeah.
maybe next year it'll be a weekend.
it was so cool to see Andy
Yeah.
make the trip and
hmm
get up there and play too. He's such a great
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Josh in the chat. Right on, bro. I don't know if I said hi earlier. Tony, drinks are on Josh if we show up next year.
There you go.
Right on.
All right, save that.
So,
That
Save
is very cool. Polly
I wanna
Walnuts
show
in
you
the
guys.
chat. We love
Hey,
you, Polly.
Polly,
Right
good to
there,
see you,
man.
bro.
What's up, Polly?
It occurred to me, Charles, that
Mhm.
since we were talking about it and since Boner was here and you guys started when the drummer at EVH Con, okay, and I said, how do we know this drummer? I know Tanner. how do
Mhm.
we know Tanner? And it occurred to me he was a guest at least once on Andrew's show. I can't
On the
remember.
5150 show?
Yeah, he was. And somebody in the chat can piggyback on that.
Yeah, that's where I've
That's
seen
where
him
I've
before.
seen him from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He was on there, I want to say, with Jimmy and John doing a Van Halen show.
That sounds right. Absolutely. And by the way, thank you to John Conklin and Jimmy for getting together with Andrew and putting out this year's best coverage, man. This was like
Yeah,
Christmas. This was very cool.
the official coverage.
Yep.
That's right.
Excellent.
Official.
Excellent.
Absolutely. But it was great, man. Yeah, it was fantastic to sit there and watch it live, to be on fly on the wall like that. So yeah, thank you. So kids, tomorrow night we're all gonna sit at our desks right before 9 o'clock with a big tall sandwich. It's going to have ham and pastrami and lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise, Charles. And it's
No
going to be on
cheese? Come on, bro.
toast.
Gotta
And it's
kick
going
the
to
Oh,
be
tip
about
man.
out.
this tall. I'm
Okay.
going to not put bacon on. And we're going to convene and watch Under the Bus at 9. Okay.
That's what you do at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday.
That's what we're
That's
going to
right.
do. We're going to make a big sandwich. Right. Like that. All right. And when they're winding down, like 11, 11:30, they come on at 9. After they go off, check this out.
There you go.
Ooh.
Look at that.
11:30 Eastern.
Look at that,
Wolf
guys.
on
Hell yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, sir.
That's going to be extra special.
So Sammy,
We are getting our Van Halen on this year, guys. It's
Sammy was on tonight on PBS on
yeah.
that Ancestry show, whatever it was, and I didn't watch the whole thing because we had to go in the green room. But yeah, I guess there was some things found out about his family history, and I'm gonna watch the rest of it later. But
Oh, wait a
Should be-
minute. Wait a
should be
minute,
cool.
Tony. Are you sporting fresh swag, brother? What are we looking
yeah,
at?
what's
What
that?
am I looking
Wow.
at there, brother? I saw colors.
It ain't fresh.
I saw colors.
Oh, that's cool. Right on, bro.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, these EVH cons, they're always fun. They're all
Yeah.
the first year we went live with Brendan, I think, and John Conklin, and yeah, last year we Keith and Polly Walnuts went and we covered their journey. That was fun. You know, and Ed and Brendan, they get to go this year. They're every year. It's fun, and yeah. So, Joe, thanks for that. I hope this event grows each year. I hope you find a way to have it in a larger place. Yeah.
I'd pay, man, and I felt like I should have paid when I went there. I mean, because he laid out refreshments and pizza and everything, and
Yeah.
you know, and I think that it would maybe he just likes to have it in the store and that's it, and he doesn't want to get any bigger. But I think it would be fantastic in some ballroom at a hotel somewhere, or, you know, and yeah, have a
Yeah.
table with swag or whatever, and
Well,
you know,
yeah.
everybody playing and some food and drink.
it is cool to see everyone, as we spoke about, but it is cool to see what what guitars everybody brings every
Oh
year.
man,
Because I'm sure they change up. They bring different ones.
just
Not the
crazy
same two
builds,
they
man.
brought last year or whatever.
Some relic, some non-relic. I mean, it's crazy. It's Eddie Van Halen guitar heaven. It's
Yeah.
I was noticing that Danny So up there was talking about the whiskey bass. Wanted to give it a shout out. Remember at the beginning of VVH Con when he plugged in that bass for the first time and started plucking strings on it. God, that thing rang out so clean and killer and punchy. That's the first thing I noticed at EVH Con. The minute they did that,
Yep.
that was one of the first things I remembered.
So
Very
Tony,
cool.
speaking of guitars, I got one more thing to show before we go tonight. A little while back, Brendan mentioned to me when on one of the shows, he said, "Hey, someday if we ever meet, this is for you." So when we met in the parking lot Sunday, he opened up his vehicle, and he pulled this out.
Dude.
Holy shit!
With
Look at this.
a Brendan B squared humbuckler here, and
Oh, that is killer.
little
That's like the one that he gave John 5. Similar.
yep, little
Hold that headstock up again, dude, before you show the back. How the hell is it?
look at the eyelet in the middle to make the string avoid the other one, and then the aluminum angle bracket that he cut and
That's
notched.
an aluminum nut.
Aluminum nut, and look at the action on this sucker. Look at that. Oops.
Oh
Look
man,
at
that thing rings out sweet. It's for slide, bro. That's killer, man.
Yeah. It gave me a slide.
Excellent.
What about the back, bro?
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Show us the back, Ed.
So
Nice. Right on.
yeah, I think it said number 2 on it or something. I can't read it right now, but he's got a signature on the back, and I know it's kind of backwards. Sorry.
Number 2. B squared. No, it's B squared, bro.
Oh, number, what did it say? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, not much to it when you think about it, but yeah, pretty cool, man. Love it.
Nice, dude.
I love it. You know me with the Bumblebee. So this is the Bumble Shovel.
That's excellent.
I just love bumblebees. That's my favorite. But anyway,
Excellent.
thought I'd and Brendan, love you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we miss you, Brendan.
Appreciate it so much. And people were so impressed with his stuff when they walked by, and he had it all leaning up against the counter there. And yeah. So do you dig my guitar? Get it?
Andy, see you, bro.
Love you, brother.
Nice to see you, dude. Nice to see you at EVH Con too.
People who don't know his stuff just kept walking by going, "What the fuck is? Wow, that is awesome, dude. That is great. Wow, does it actually play? Oh yeah." So he was explaining everything to everybody, but yeah, it was really cool.
Nice.
So I'm gonna mess around with it, and maybe I'll get a fuzz pedal or something, and really go to town. Right now, I just have a basic Ibanez little amp here that has overdrive. That's about it. But anyway,
Make that
I'll
thing
try it out,
sing, brother.
and maybe I'll learn to play guitar on this thing instead of a regular 6-string. Who knows?
You'll enjoy that thing. Plug
I'm
it
gonna have
in,
a lot of
baby.
fun with it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna
Enjoy
have
it.
a lot of
You
Make
will
fun
some
with
have
it.
music, man.
fun.
Just make some music.
I don't
That's
even know what it's tuned to or whatever, but I'm gonna try it out.
That's
So
great, dude. That is so.
I'm gonna share one more thing with you guys briefly, but let me where am I at here? So I saw a story, um, Van Halen related,
oh yeah, that's right.
and where is it at? There it is. And some of you may have seen this, but I thought I'm not going to read you the whole article because it is lengthy, this story. But this lady posted a story the day
See you,
I
Josh.
rode in an elevator with Alex Van Halen.
Huh.
And you can find it on the Van Halen news desk. It's a
Going down.
couple this week, so a couple, but it is it's a cute story.
See
This
you, Ryan.
lady is a huge Van Halen fan, okay? And she places this during the Diver Down or 84 tours in her youth, and so she is like this obsessed Van Halen fan, and her sometimes alone, sometimes with friends, would seek out hotels in various nearby towns, venues, and where they would be, tried to get backstage, all this stuff. Um, so after one show, she is at this hotel and searched the hotel, whatever that they did in the elevator, and she said out of frustration rode the elevator up and down, and it would open, somebody would get on and go up and then down, and she just stayed on there. I don't know how long and how long, but like
Jeez.
that. And Alex Van Halen and his girlfriend and his handler got on, and she said, "Are you Alex Van Halen?" And they shook hands, and it was an elevator moment, and they got off and she stayed on, and that's how you'll like the story if you go over there and read it. I thought it was a
So
cute story
so
and
she's a
well
stalker.
written, and it kind of lengthy.
Is she still on the elevator? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, right. Oh,
There's Van Halen kids are. I was never quite that rabid.
No, no.
But we were savvy. I'll say that. You know.
That's
Um,
a great story, though. That is great.
that's
You know,
cool.
he is so elusive. He always has been elusive.
Yeah,
I
very
wish he'd write
private.
a book. I just wish Alex would write a book.
the best Van Halen hotel story that I ever heard was the Steve Rosen story
Yeah.
where he's interviewing Eddie in a hotel room, and this is 82, okay? And I don't know where, I do know, but I'm not going to say. But he's interviewing Eddie in a hotel room, and there is a young kid, eavesdropping on his hands and knees down at the crack of the damn hotel room door. Okay. Steve and Eddie catch him, shoo him off, and the kid, they later said that Eddie bought the kid a hamburger and gave him a guitar pick or something.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, met him in the elevator. Kid stayed. But Van Halen fans, young ones back then, that was normal. You didn't have to be a young lady per se to be. That
Yep.
all Van Halen fans were like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they have
My favorite Alex Van Halen story is the one that Steve told us the night him and Steve's at the time girlfriend went to dinner. Alex took them out to dinner with 2 other friends. I think that's my most endearing Alex Van Halen story that I've ever heard.
You were saying you wish Alex would write a book.
Oh,
I can't wait for Doogie's book to come out. Holy crap! Can you mention the stories he has?
Thing about it, those guys all have signed agreements to keep their mouths shut, and that's why we don't hear anything. Yeah, I'm with you, Ed.
I'm
that would be so
pretty
nice.
sure. Yeah, I mean they can't tell certain stuff, but I'm pretty sure Doogie is working on something right now. So
they can talk about some stuff, and it's all good. It's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh no. All right.
There's always something going on in the world of Van Halen. All roads, right?
It never stopped.
Yeah.
Bobby Flay. Wow.
I hadn't thought about Bobby Flay in a while.
I met if anybody's a Celtics fan, I met Dave Cowens in an elevator.
Very cool.
Oh.
Bobby Flay's a badass chef.
It was at the Garden, so I mean,
I don't think I've ever met. Well, no, not an elevator. No.
No. Did you ever meet anybody by chance, a celebrity, Tony?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
by chance?
Yeah, I have.
On the street or wherever?
I was in this place that, is known for these types, but I heard this voice out of my ear. It was really early in the morning, and I was walking in this building, and I heard this voice, and there was a door. It was open. There was a lady, and she was walking the door, and this guy was holding the door for her. But this guy was holding the door. He was like, "Good morning," and I'm like, I know that voice, man. I sound like, who was that? It was James Earl Jones.
Oh, how can you not know that voice? Right.
I know.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Wow.
I didn't stop him or anything. But
wow,
he was
Darth
right
Vader.
there. Good morning.
Holy moly. Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
Tony, I am your father.
Hey, Jay Santiago met Bruce Willis in an air duct on Christmas Eve.
Right. Oh, man. That's hilarious.
I bumped into Willem Dafoe coming out of Gil Turner's Liquor on Sunset Boulevard once. It took me a minute to realize who he was. You'd think he'd be taller. He's not real tall. For some reason, in my mind, I always thought of him as, Deer Hunter, right? I always thought of him as being a tall actor. He's not.
Platoon.
Yeah.
Platoon.
So I'm going to ask Charles Greene this. And if it's more than one, you can say so. But I've never asked you this. But we've all done this. But have you ever bailed anybody out of jail, Charles, who was famous?
What?
more than once.
Oh, come on, Motley Crue
Fine.
guys.
You never got
He
a
must have.
call in the middle of the night.
You must have.
Chuck,
I've gone to the Hollywood Sheriff's Division on 3 or 4 occasions in the early 80s and
What's up, Charles? How
got
you doing?
people out of jail and
any
saw people who were in jail. And
any names though?
Who you here for, Charles?
I-
Which band member?
okay, so when Nicky got beat up by the Hollywood Sheriffs, which his mouth got him in trouble, I won't go into that story right now, but Alan had to bail him out the next afternoon, bailed him out. And he called me. I was at my mom and dad's house. That's where I lived. And he called and he said, "Hey, I just got Nicky out of the slammer." And he was giving me, talking about it. And I hadn't heard. I didn't hear the whole story until I saw Tommy and Vince. And then I saw Nicky backstage. And he had this pair of fucking sunglasses that were like some Roy Orbison shit. Roy Orbison shit, right? Just these bad. And his eyes were purple.
Oh man.
Okay. And so
What
he was putting on
happened,
makeup. He was putting on makeup backstage to try to hide it because they had a show. And he played that show. He looked like he had the shit kicked out of him. Just then.
What
He
happened
looked
though?
horrible.
The cops.
Okay, so I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
It's about 3:00 in the
scary.
morning. He's walking down Hollywood Boulevard on his way back to the apartment. He was 2 miles away from his home. And it was 3 a.m. and a couple of sheriffs, Hollywood sheriffs own the fucking night. Okay, they own it. And they pulled up next to him. And he was really wasted. He was really high. And he mouthed off to them. He was so fucking belligerent. And then he reached down and he had this, I don't know if you remember, but Harley Davidson motorcycle chains made really great belts. And he had one on and he reached for it like he was going to hit them with it. And he took a club upside the head and they beat the shit out of him. Now, I've seen Nicky get his ass kicked at least 6 times. That's a conservative number. He was always getting into fights and he'd always come back for more. I'll give him that. But he got his ass kicked all the fucking time. And
well, you can't say he wasn't tough.
No, he's tough as shit.
Right.
And I give him massive respect because he spoke his mind. He just sometimes needed to shut up. But he didn't.
So
He's
you saw him get his butt kicked. How many? 6 times at least. 6 times. Half a dozen.
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
at least six. At least 6.
Wow.
That ain't a good record, Charles.
Yeah, well, look where it got him. He was driven.
Well,
I'll tell you what, watching those boys rise to fame was a fucking miracle. I told you I was driving down the road with Mick Mars one time, and he looks at me, and this is a straight up fucking quote. He goes to me, and I said, "Dude, you guys are so successful. I can't believe this, man. You guys are on top of the world." And he looks at me without blinking. He said, "Charles, if we can just live, if those boys will just live, we just might make it." And he was talking about the 3 boys who lived up on fucking Clark Street.
Wow.
Mick was the sensible one. He was older. He was the old man. He was more responsible and he'd been doing it longer. It was the truth. It was the truth. So back to your question. There have been a few people in bands and shit and stuff, but I would say the only true celebrity would be Nicky. And I didn't bail him out. I heard about it after the fact.
Well, I can say this: nobody's ever had to bail me out of jail.
I wish I could
But
say that.
for the people that I've had to bail out of jail, I can say they've all paid me back.
Oh, cool.
If you live long enough, hopefully you learn. It took me 20 years to grow up after the 80s. I will say that. I wouldn't change a thing. Actually, I'd change a couple of things. But I wouldn't
I
want
would
to
have
not
I
be there.
would have
You know.
changed a couple of things because I'll tell you, you know, on the note of what I said, we got my crew, I'll say me, got extremely lucky in the 80s. We lived it up to the max. We did. But dude, I I burned I burned all the lives up, you know. I don't I wouldn't we got so lucky, you know. I mean, could have gone either way. It could have been a train wreck. It could have been bad, but
Yeah, you're right.
we, you know, never hurt anybody or never um, broke the law.
Mm.
No.
You know,
Hey, couple more
Yeah.
pictures from Evh Con. There you go.
let's see what you got here.
God, see, Ed, you need to get that made into a print and framed and on your walls, man.
Andy Carson, me and Brendan,
Look at that.
me and Bees.
Right on.
Oh,
Priceless.
by the way, you don't know where his other hand is. So, Mikey Mojo.
Look at this.
Nice.
Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, there he is. There he is, the wizard.
Look at this.
Look at-
Sweet.
so
nice
that
jacket,
coat-
Chris.
That jacket is a samurai coat that he had specially made for himself in Japan, and he told me the whole story out in the parking area. Me and John Conklin were out there, and we were talking to him, and it was freezing out, and obviously I don't have a coat on, but I stood there and I listened to the whole thing, and he was a great storyteller as always, and how he got measured for it and so forth, and the guy who was making it came late because the guy who was making it hurt his hand somehow, and but anyway, and it's reversible on the other. He showed us the other side with the designs on the other side, and we were both like awestruck. Well, like, that is an amazing coat, and it was thick and warm. And yeah, Chris was the brief time I got to talk to him. Great guy, obviously. We all know that.
Outstanding.
So
Nice.
I also have one more picture here. Hold on.
Yes, Monique, that's Chris Gill. Yes.
Yeah, Chris Gill. And I got to meet this guy, which Monique knows, and I sent her a picture from the EVH Con, and she was like, "Oh, you got to talk to him and say hi for me," but I didn't get to. This is Gary Delabonte. If you guys don't know, he's the producer for Howard Stern. They call him Baba Booey. So there he is, and everybody was, kind of talking to him, and he was there to see Steve Nowicki, who's also on Howard Stern. We all know that, and we know how Steve is a big, Eddie fan, and how well he plays.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a wonderful time, and I'll remember it, and I can't wait to go again.
Excellent.
Yeah. Right on.
And like I said, I want to make a weekend of it next time, and get to hang out with all these other Ed heads or Halen heads or whatever you want to call it.
That was cool to watch. So yeah, again, thanks to Andrew over at the 5150 show for the live coverage, and
Yeah.
Ed, Brendan, he has a fantastic time each year. Shame he couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be rejoining us Saturday. Yeah, so that this Saturday we'll come right back here on the channel on the weekend. Saturday night we convene here and we We talk guitar picks and rock memorabilia and show you all kind of cool stuff.
That's
Yeah.
from Monique. Just Monique was asking. It was Gary with. It was Steve, the one with Gary. Yep, that's him right there.
Yeah. So this Saturday on the channel here, we're going to be talking about
Ooh,
Mr. Willie Nelson.
I have to go to the dispensaries. God damn!
Yeah. So
I gotta go stock up for that one.
That is this Saturday right here on the channel. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, everybody here tonight. Leave a thumbs up on the video. We're going to wind things down again tomorrow night after you watch Under the Bus into the upper evening. You can check out this over on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Mammoth WVH.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Any guesses as to what song he's gonna play?
Haven't heard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good.
But it'll be a treat. Under the Bus and then Mammoth WVH on Jimmy Kimmel. Sounds like a Wednesday plan, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep. Leave a thumbs up on the video here, if you would, everybody. And once again, Evh Con, it won't be the same. R.I.P. Mr. Dave Nesdahl.
Miss you, Dave.
We remember you, bro.
Right on.
Yeah.
Great guy.
All right. Any last words, Charles Greene?
Guys, this is Halenville. Around here, it doesn't matter if you go north, south, east, or west. Every single road is going to lead you straight to Van Halen. Have a great week. Do something nice for someone for no reason whatsoever. You will feel better. Don't forget to rock on. Love you guys. Take care.